Welcome, new players, to the strange and wonderful world of Subspace Continuum. My name is Dead, and I'm going to walk you through a short guide to playing this game. It's a bit of an older game, kind of a retro style. That means there are some things you're going to have to learn to live with in it. It just has some quirks, so I'm here to walk you through them and make sure they're not too big of a pain for you. Okay, first thing, as shown in my last video, the setup guide, you'll want to create a profile. So this is assuming you have created a profile already. Let's see, real quick, I'll just do an example to show you how this is done. So we'll do Steam Test User 1. Okay, so you'll need to enter a player name, something unique. If it's a name that's already been used, obviously you won't be able to access it, and it will tell you wrong password. Kind of an older system. Alright, so yeah, enter your player name, enter a password, and let's get into a zone. Real quick, before we get into a zone, if you want to get some information on these various zones, you can go to web links and news, and each one should have a link to its current website and the news file as well. Pretty useful stuff. We'll tell you a little bit about each zone. Each zone is sort of its own little mini game. They all have different staff members, they all have different player bases, they all have different settings. Obviously it's still going to be Subspace, but each one is quite unique. Like, for example, you'll see Metal Gear has actually a unique ship set there. So try every zone. My zone is Trench Wars, so we're gonna use that one. It's a real basic zone. It's a good starting zone, so I'd recommend giving it a shot. Okay, let's go in game. Okay, unknown name. Would you like to create a new user and enter the... Yes. Okay, enter your email address. This is so you can recover the name. Would strongly recommend entering at least an email. You don't have to fill this out if you don't want to. Okay, so submit information, and we are entering the game. Okay. Alright, this is what we've got. So at the moment, it's not really clear what is going on here. We're not in the game. We're spectating. We're in spectator mode right now. So we kind of have to figure out how to even begin playing, which is not easy. Okay, so first thing to do, hit escape to open up the menu. Seems a little counterintuitive, I know, but escape is going to be your menu key. So you'll see on the right here, ships. You can enter 1 through 8 to get a different ship, or S for spectator, which is where we are now. We are in the team of spectators. Okay, so let's get in a ship. So again, you press escape, and then while you have this menu open, these functions now are active. This is also how you quit out of the game. Okay, so I've pressed escape, now I'll press 1, and I'm in the game. Okay, first thing, your arrow keys will let you move. Pretty basic, left and right to turn, up and down to thrust. But notice, okay, you see the thrusters coming out of the back of my ship here. That's when I'm applying thrust. Because this is in space, there is no gravity. So the thrust amount, you can sort of modify your trajectory by thrusting in different directions. So right now I'm trying to sort of work on a curve by applying thrust at different places. You'll get the feel for how this works, but it creates some really interesting movement. Yeah, kind of like asteroids. A lot of fun. Okay, so we have a basic idea of how to move around. I would give that a good shot. See if you can get yourself moving where you want to go. Okay, now let's get to killing people. Everybody enjoys killing people. Okay, first off, who do you kill? Well, my name is in yellow or orange. Oh, I was just killed. Okay, my name is in orange. The names of all of my teammates are also in orange. Okay, so these guys are all on my team. The guys who are in blue are the enemy. So you want to kill the enemy. Pretty basic. Alright, so firing. By default, control is bound to firing your guns. So most ships should have guns available. Not every ship, but most ships should have guns. So let's give this a shot. Let's fire some guns. Hey, we killed somebody. Alright, so hey, we killed somebody else. Okay, so yeah, use control and that'll fire your gun. Now you notice up here, after I fire, this is my energy, and it goes almost to nothing. You'll also see it here, numerical form in the top right, and in the center as an energy bar. Oh, we got warped into the base. Now let's try to kill some people. Okay, so your energy is not only your life, but also your firing source. So you, oh, okay, I'm dead. It's also your source of firing power. So you need to keep an eye on your energy, and there's sort of this interplay between how much do you fire versus how many hits can you take before you die. In this zone, a lot of the hits are a lot of the bullets are one-hit kill, so it's a different kind of tactic. But across pretty much every zone, this will be the case where your energy is a really important thing to focus on. Okay, so all right. Let's see. There are some other firing modes as well. I'm going to go to a different ship and show you bombs. This is ship number 2. So I pressed escape and 2. And I got into the Javelin, ship number 2. Or the Jav for short. Okay, in Trench Wars, the Jav has bombs. Bombs can be fired with the tab key. So go ahead and try to fire a bomb. Okay, alright, so there is a bomb. Bombs have a few different properties than bullets. They tend to, well, they have damage when they explode against a surface. Bullets do not. So let's see if I can come up with a good example of this. Close one. Okay, so let's fire against this surface. Now, it has an explosion against here. Now, if there were someone near here, that would cause proximity damage. So bombs are tricky that way. You can also team kill with them, so you should watch out for that. Ah, got cloaked by someone who was cloaking. Bastards. Okay. Oh, also you'll notice that these bombs bounce. In Trench Wars, by default, Jav bombs will bounce once. Okay, let's see. The third type of weapon is the mine. I'm going to switch to the shark here, ship number 8. And so again, press escape, press 8. Alright, so now I'm in the shark. Okay, so let's lay a mine. A mine just is a stationary, kind of like a stationary weapon, naturally enough. Let's find somebody we can kill with a mine. Maybe we can get lucky. Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, okay. Oh, there's a mine. I died on a mine. Alright, so you press Shift Tab to drop a mine by default. And there is a mine. It's glowing there nicely. Anyone who runs over it who's an enemy will get killed. And also it will do proximity damage to anyone just like a bomb. It's basically a non-moving bomb. It does the same amount of damage generally as a bomb. Sometimes not, but usually. Okay. Oh, and of course, bombs and mines also use energy. So you'll note as I lay mines, they use energy up here. But every weapon uses a different amount of energy. It all depends on the ship and the settings for that zone. Oh, and you'll notice, let's see, I'm going to try to lay another mine once I respawn. It says you have too many mines. Sometimes there's a limit on mines, so you can't just mine the whole arena. Okay. Let's see. Let's go over. Let's go over the radar here in the bottom right. So the radar will show friends in yellow here. So this guy's a friend. He shows up on our radar. Enemies will be in blue. There's an enemy over there to our right. This guy. Enemies will be in blue. Greens will be in green. These things are sort of power-ups. Depending on the zone, it will do different things. You can get special items, you can upgrade your ship. In Trench Wars, it doesn't do a whole lot usually. You get extra items, or you can recharge your energy instantly. They're useful to get though. Let's see, red and yellow flashing is a flag. Let me see if I can get far enough in to actually show you that on the radar. Take a look at the radar. Oh, red and yellow flashing is a flag that your team owns. So our team does not own this flag. Do you see it up here? This is the flag for Trench Wars. Don't kill me, please. This is the flag. So, yeah, and I died trying to get it, of course. That's the goal in this game, is to hold the flag for this amount of time that is now running down as my team fails to get it. Yeah, so a flag will show up as red and yellow flashing on the radar when your team owns it. Flags are very common in a lot of other zones. There's only one in Trench Wars in the public arena. Oh, and flashing white on the radar is a mine. Let's see. I have, yeah, so you see that flashing white? That's a mine. Also, you might see a bomb flashing white like that as well, depending on the settings. Okay. So speaking of the point of the game, what is the point of this game? Let's try another ship here. What is the point of this game? When you start out, just staying alive is going to be a really good goal. Just try to kill some people and see what happens with that. But let's see, in this particular zone, it is controlling the flag. You see this 30 seconds until win that just popped up. Again, this is counting down. You have to hold it for 3 minutes, consecutive minutes in this particular zone, in the public arena. So each zone has its own purpose. Sometimes you're trying to, sometimes there are ball games like hockey. Sometimes you're trying to control many flags, and you can actually pick up flags, and then you try to drop them at your base and protect them from other players, that kind of thing. There's also deathmatch arenas or elimination, such as in this zone you can go to the elim arena. So you see I type down here, go elim, whoops, oh, that's not right, alright, go elim. That will let you go to the elimination arena, which is an automatic deathmatch elimination. A lot of people enjoy that. It's a good way to get started on competitive play. Each zone, though, is going to have a different arena for elimination, for all kinds of games. And each zone is going to have hundreds, if not thousands, of sub-arenas that all have different game types. Some have completely different graphic overlays. A lot of really cool stuff that's been done here over the years. So yeah, it's really hard to get an idea of what is going on just from a short stay. So I hope you stick around a bit to see what this game has to offer. Okay, let's see. Let's go over the player menu. So you may have noticed in the top left here, this is the list of players. You can open this window by hitting F2 generally. So right now it's open by default, and you can go through the list of players by pressing page up or page down. Let's see, let's try to kill some people. Oh, alright. So you can go through the list of players by pressing page up or page down. You will see the little tick next to the name will move along with the players. The tick basically is saying I am selecting this player for various reasons. You can select them for private messages, or you can select them for attaching to them. I'll go over attaching in just a little bit. So let's see, in the player list here, you'll see, first you'll see this number, 4-digit number. This is the frequency number. So 0000, I'm on frequency 0. That's also reflected here. This is frequency 0. This shows it has 15 players on it, and your name always appears at the top if you're on that frequency. Otherwise, they're alphabetical. These are the enemy frequencies. So there's an enemy frequency number 1. There's a frequency 27, which is a private frequency. You can still see the number. If the frequency number is above 100, you're not going to be able to see the number. So it's kind of like a secret club. Let's see about, let's try changing to our own private frequency. If you want to change teams, change frequencies, just type equals and then the number that you'd like to change to. So let's change to frequency 1000 by typing equals and 1000. Alright, now you'll see that everyone is in gray because no one else is on our team, and we are on the only person on this frequency. The frequency number is not given, as you see, but we can see it up here still. Being on your own private frequency is a good way to just practice in spawn here, because you notice everyone is trying to kill you. Yeah, it can be kind of fun. Okay, let's go back to the public frequency that we were on, frequency 0, by hitting equals 0, and I'm going to show you attaching. So in this game you can attach to other players. Depending on the zone rules, you will be able to attach to different ships. F7 is the default key to attach. You might want to change that later. It's a little bit awkward, but basically you see where the tick is. I'm hitting F7 and I'm going to try to attach to whoever is under my tick. So the default or the standard way to attach is basically hit F7 and it'll say target ship is not attachable if you can't. So go down, page down, F7, page down, F7, page down, F7. Ah, we found one. Okay, now we are on that ship. Hambloko. Well, we were on that ship until we exploded, tragically. Okay, we are on this ship. So you see, now we can't move. Ooh, I killed him. But there was a little circle around there showing my turret. So I was a turret on him, and all my weapons fire like normal, but he controls the movement. Kind of fun. So let's see if we can find another ship we can attach to. Again, F7 and page down. Okay, we found one. Alright. So this guy is actually in a safe zone. So he's not going anywhere. He's just waiting around. So while you are attached to someone, you can press left and right to move your turret, or press F7 again to detach. Alright, this is a good way to get around the map. Makes it a lot easier. Okay, so now I am detached and I'm in a safe zone. Safe zones will look different depending on the map. In Trench Wars, this is how they look, this netting here. You'll see as I go into the netting, it shows my safety time left. This is a good place to take a break. If you want to stop moving while in the safe zone, hit Control or whatever key you have set to fire. So now I'm not moving and I'm in safe. I can go, I can go to the bathroom, go get a drink, whatever I want to do. Okay, let's see if there are any other people we can attach to. No other people besides Tone here who is in safe. But that gives you an idea of how to attach. Actually, just in case, let's change to frequency 1. So I'd like to show you how you can actually have some fun with this. It's a pretty good time staying attached. Okay, yeah, you got a little bit of an idea there. There's a lot of death and destruction going on here. Alright, let's try Razor's Edge. See if we can stay attached to him for a bit. Okay, so you see how he's moving, but I'm able to control my gun still. Alright, killed somebody. Yeah, pretty fun. It's like being a passenger in GTA or something. Okay, so I'll detach by hitting F7, and now I'm on my own again. Okay. Let's see. Let's cover a few important movement options. Okay. So you know how to thrust, know how to turn. Let's try boosting. So boosting, or afterburners, you will do that by holding Shift. And you notice that the stream is a little bit more spaced out, and I'm moving a lot faster. Oh, I almost died there. Okay. Also, you'll notice that my energy, that top bar, and the numbers, they're going down as I use boost. Boost generally uses energy. Sometimes not, but generally. So this allows you to get around pretty quickly at the cost of some energy, meaning you can't just rush right up to somebody and then try to fire. Yeah, it takes a little bit of energy. Can't fire, can't fire. Okay, now I can fire. So, yeah, boost is useful for getting around. If you want to warp back to spawn, you can do that at any time. Just hit Insert to warp, and you will warp instantly back to spawn. It's a good trick for getting out of a sticky situation when you don't want to die, and you're willing to take the risk of getting spawn killed. Let's see. Oops. Anything else I'm needing to cover here? Okay. So let's go over some of the special weapons. Okay. So let's go over burst real quick. All right. I'm going to switch to a terrier. Hopefully, no one attaches to me. This is ship 5. Actually, I'm going to change to a private frequency so no one attaches. Alright, so burst is kind of like a series of bullets that come out of your ship. You use burst by hitting Shift Delete. Okay, you saw that? Bursts usually bounce around quite a lot. They might have only a few bullets, like here, 3 bullets, or they might have 10 or 20 or 30 or 40. Each burst is different depending on the zone settings, once again. Let's see, let's show a portal here as well. So I talked about warping with insert. Let's try laying a portal. This terrier has a portal by default. You can lay a portal by hitting Shift Insert. So that's what I did there. I hit Shift Insert, and you see this little symbol here. This shows where I will teleport to if I hit Insert now. Okay, so, alright, I hit Insert, and now I warp to this area rather than back to spawn. Very useful for ships that are trying to hold an anchor point, like hold a base or something, and you need to make sure you don't die. In Trench Wars, that's going to be this ship, ship 5. So very useful to have. Let's see. Those items showed up on the left here. Let's reset ships real quick. Okay, so on the left here, help from getting killed. You'll see that there is a burst and a port that shows you how many of these things you have. If there's no number by it, then you only have one of them. So yeah, watch as I use burst. Okay, burst is gone. Alright. Okay, a few other items. Let's see. Another weapon that some places will have available is the Thor's hammer. You use Thor's hammer by hitting F6. A Thor, as they call them for short, can go through walls, whereas of course generally bullets do not go through walls. So those are rather useful. And they also have explosion damage, just like bombs. Let's see. Okay, special action items. Let's go over repels. This ship has repels. Repels are really neat. They make people, they push people away from you for one, and they can repel bullets, but you only have a limited number of uses. So, still, they're very handy. Let's see. Oh, while we're in the ship, let's cover EMP. So, there are some bombs and bullets that have an EMP effect. This ship is one of them. When you hit someone with one of their bombs or their mines, and it doesn't kill them, it will initiate an EMP effect, and that will prevent them from recharging their energy. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see. A few other things. Oh, let's go over rocket in a jab. I'll show you. Rocket basically just gives you a quick burst, constant boost of speed. So here's this jab, ship 3. Okay, rocket, pretty cool. Just hit F3 to initiate a rocket if you have one. Decoy, you hit F5 to place a decoy. It will show up as orange on your radar, and it's basically a copy of your ship. It'll make other people think that that's your ship, and you can use it to lay traps. Brick, you use by hitting F4. It will lay an impassable brick for enemies on the map, but your friends can pass through it and fire through it. So it's kind of like a little one-way wall for enemies. Let's see. Multi-fire. Didn't cover multi-fire yet. So right now I'm firing my gun. It fires out of the jab's butt. And if you hit delete, let's see, by default, do I have... Oh, I think I have it on a different setting. Damn it. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I have... Oh, maybe I don't have multi on this. No, it should have multi. Shit. Anyhow, so if I knew what my multi-fire key was, I could show you multi-fire. Basically, it lets you switch between two fire modes. Multi-fire fires multiple bullets. That should be delete by default, but I have it set to something else. I'm not sure what. Sorry about that. Can't show that to you. Anti-warp. That will prevent other people from warping. You hit Shift End. That'll prevent other people from warping. I don't have an example of that here. A lot of these are kind of special use cases. You won't see these a whole lot, but it's useful to know about. Okay, so here's a special ship. You notice it has rockets, it has a repel, one repel. It also has these on the right side. It has some toggleables. It has cloaking and stealth. Cloaking prevents you from being seen by enemies. So let's engage that cloak with Shift Home. Okay, now I am cloaked. They can't see me on the screen. Shift Home. If you want to also hide from radar, you can use Stealth. So there's Stealth. Turning on and off Stealth. You'll notice this does use a little bit of energy. Especially Cloak often uses a lot of energy. It just drains it at a constant rate. So, yeah, right here. In this zone, it doesn't use a whole lot, but it often does have a pretty heavy drain. I have both Cloak and Stealth on right now, so no one can see me unless they have X radar. X-Ray is something you activate by hitting end, and that lets you see anyone who has stealth or cloak on. Only some ships have X-Radar, of course. Oh, here we go. Okay, I have multi-fire. I wanted to show you multi-fire. So it was set to delete. Alright, so here I am firing 3 bullets with multi-fire. You'll notice up here the gun will change. 3-way, 1-way. So that is multi-fire. Okay, let's see. Anything else we should go over? More about weapons a little bit. Bullets can bounce. There are bouncing bullets available in some zones. Bombs. There are proximity bombs. Those will explode when they're near an enemy. Sometimes they're useful. Sometimes it means you don't do the full damage, because a direct hit with a bomb will do a lot more damage. The proximity of a bomb, it does less damage the further out you get. So sometimes proximity is useful, sometimes not. Also shrapnel. Let's see if we can find some shrap. Oop, need to turn this off. Okay. Shrapnel is given off by bombs only when they explode. Let's see if we can make this happen. Yeah, so did you see those 2 little pieces that came off the bomb? That's shrapnel. Shrapnel does the damage of your bullets, I believe, by default. So it depends on how good a bullet you have. You'll notice on the right here, these are both red. Red is the first level of any weapon. So this guy here, he was firing some red bullets. Those are low level bullets, low damage. Yellow is the second stage, and blue is the third stage, level 3 bullets. Those will do a quite high amount of damage. You may also see some purple bullets. For example, when someone's holding a flag, they're able to shoot purple if they have level 3. It upgrades you by 1 level. And those do a lot of damage, predictably enough. Yeah, those are the various stages of weapons. Alright, one last thing I need to go over is chat. So, let's see. You've probably noticed I've been hitting escape kind of subconsciously. That's sort of a subspacer's bad habit, is just hitting escape. So when I hit escape, it opens up this entire chat log here. You can't go back from this point, but I'll show you another way to access the history. So, yeah, so you hit escape, you can see everything in the chat window. Different colors of chat show different things. So, blue chat here, this is public chat. Everyone in the arena can see this. You type blue chat simply by typing along. So, test. Alright. Yeah, I just sent that. Excellent. Okay, if you want to send a message only to the people on your frequency, which would be just me at the moment, sadly, then, let's see if I can find it. This damn Japanese keyboard. Okay, oh my god. You need to press, wow, this is going to be tricky. Okay, there we go. My god, I've got it. You use an apostrophe to send a team message. So team message, oops, I can't even spell. Or you can use // might be easier really. That also sends a team message. You'll notice as you're typing, it will show you the color of the message that you will be sending. So that gives you an indicator. I'm going to send a team message. As I type here, I type in, well, I guess that's gray, but that'll be a public message. So, team messages and public messages. You can also send private messages. You can send a private message to anyone who is ticked here. So let's send a random person a private message. I am sending you a private message. So this message will go to Pork Sauce. He seems like an amiable fellow. Let's see. I am sending you a private message. And hit enter to send the message. Okay, I just sent him a private message and it showed up in green there. So that message, when you start with a slash, will go to anyone you have ticked. So if I tick myself, PM, it will send it to me, and it shows me receiving it as well. And again, it'll show up in green. If you want to send a private message to someone who is maybe in the zone but not in your arena, I know that's a little confusing, or actually anywhere in Subspace, basically, you hit colon and then the name of the person, such as Sir Shaps. Let's send a message to Sir Shaps. Hi. Okay. Yeah, we're making all kinds of friends here. Okay. And it will highlight this name in blue for a little bit, showing that you just sent a private message to them. That's pretty handy. So yes, that is the basics of the chat system. Let's see. There's also chats you can join, kind of like group chats, that are very handy. So let's see. I'm going to show you a list of chat channels that I am on. Let's type chat. Okay. You type !chat, and that will load the list of chats as well as everyone that's on them. So I am on help, newbies, and twdev right now. Okay, so the help channel, it says it's a local channel. That means only in this zone. Newbies, you should be on both of these, I think. Newbies is all of the zones, and you can probably get help on any of these. So let's practice sending a test message on a chat channel. So to send to your first chat channel, type semicolon. So this is going to be test chat. Test chat message. Alright, this will send to channel 1, which is going to be this help chat. Okay, so test chat message. Okay, sent that. If you want to send to the second channel, newbies, you do semicolon, the number of the channel, and another semicolon, and you do test chat message number 2. Okay, now you see 1 colon my name and a little ending character there, angle bracket, and hey, it looks like I'm getting some replies. Message received, well done. Okay, so people are pretty talkative in this game. If you want help or you want to just talk to people, they are more than willing to indulge you, and people will help you out a lot. So I strongly recommend. Oh, hey, I've upgraded from newbie to novice. Excellent. So I strongly recommend trying to use these chat channels to get more information. Again, the number of the channel, semicolon, number of the channel, another semicolon, and the message you want to type, and that will send it to the chat channel. Yeah, unlocked an achievement too. Pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, so talk to those people if you want help. You can also type in public chat. People will talk to you in public chat if you try to engage them. People are really helpful in this game. They really want to get more people in, and yeah, to keep you here, to show you, what we find so cool about this game. Hopefully you will do that. Let's see, in this zone as well, you can type help, and then what you need help with. So test help message. This is gonna probably annoy some moderators, but I don't really care. It's good to show how it works. Okay, so I'm getting fireworks. Cool. All right, so you type question mark help and then what you want help with, and and this will send a message to all the moderators online. These are volunteers, they're not paid, they're players of the game who've loved it and played it over months, probably years, and they would be more than happy to help you with pretty much anything you want. So we're going to send a test help message. This will go to moderators, and it says message has been sent to online moderators. And probably pretty soon someone will come and say hi, or I'll be disconnected from the server. Damn! That happens if you get killed too many times without killing anyone else or shooting or anything. Alright, let's go back in real quick. We're pretty much done with the tutorial, but maybe we'll get a moderator response. Let's see. Anything else I should cover here? I think that's a pretty good introduction to what is available in this game. Let's see. Oh, I'm using F2 to cycle through a few different player lists. That's pretty handy. You can see your win-loss ratio. I'm doing great with an 8 and 53. You can also see the frequency, how well the frequency's doing, their win-loss ratio. So obviously this team's suffering a little bit. Who has the flag? How many flags? Let's see. A little bit more in this menu here. You can turn off various options like name tags and stuff by hitting F3. You can turn on and off your radar. Help ticker, F6. If you get sick of that annoying message at the bottom, bot test work. Okay, I think that was my moderator response. Okay, Steam test user. Oh my god. My damn keys. There we go. Okay, bot test work. Cha-ching! I'm going to reply back to him. Here's an easy way to reply back to someone who sends you a private message. This is a private message from outside the arena. You see how it appears in parentheses there? That means it is outside of the arena. It's still in green, but it's also not aligned with these ones. An in-arena message would be aligned with these ones. So this is actually all the way to the left. So, bot test work. I'm going to reply back with cha-ching by, I keep skipping over stuff, by hitting colon and then another colon. Okay, that gives me the last person that typed to me. Again, this is real important. Colon, colon. You get the automatic name of the person who last sent a private message to you. Really handy. So let's see. Automated reply. Cha-ching. Okay. Yeah, so we're able to send replies. Let's see. If you do that, if you hit colon 3 times, so colon, colon, and one more, you get the second to last person who sent a private message to you. Third to last, fourth to last, fifth. So you can keep. I don't know what he's talking about. It named me, yes. I don't know what he's talking about. Okay. Anyway, so you can cycle through with colon. Pretty handy. Oh, okay. Let's see. So we got that help ticker turned off. Engine sounds. My God, if you have engine sounds, that hideous all the time, press F8. Turn them off. The last thing I'll cover is the arena list. This is really useful. So hit escape and A. Okay, this works a lot like the player box. It lets you choose any arena you want. So you see here that there are a lot of different zone arenas. There are a lot of different arenas here. We can cycle through by pressing page up and page down. Arenas are basically different places in the zone that you can head to. This is the name. This is how many players are in it. We are in public 0. That's the one in yellow. As we page down, go through and you can see that this one has 31 players in it. Let's check that out. Sea-Strike. It might take a little bit to download, but this is a special event. So it's based off Counter-Strike, and see. In spectator mode, we can kind of travel around a little bit. I'm not sure what they're playing, but they're playing a special arena mode, so kind of cool. You can have a bunch of different events. Check out those events. Let's see. I think they're moving on to a different arena. They're moving on to the next event, Kamikaze. I want to show you a limb real quick too. Actually, it's going to take forever to load, so maybe not. A limb is an elimination arena in Trench Wars. So that's the idea of how you travel around zones. You can also just use go and then the name of the zone. I think I showed you that before, but question mark go elim. That will send you to the elimination arena. Oh yeah, and these messages that appear in green and they're all the way at the left, those are either zone messages or arena messages sent by moderators or bots. So that'll kind of give you some information about the zone, about the arena, what's going on. One last thing. I don't know how many times I've said that, but one real last thing. Spectator mode. Right now we have a little S next to our name. We are in spectator mode. All of these people are also in spectator mode. We can talk to them by sending a team message. Spec test message. Okay, we sent a message to all the spectators by sending a team message. Spectators can move around the arena with the arrow keys. So right now I can follow this guy with the arrow keys. You can hold down shift to move around quickly with the arrow keys. Kind of handy. If you want to spectate a specific person, then go over their name and hit the gun button, control in this case, and it will center them on your screen. Yeah, kind of fun. Good way to pick up a bit of technique from players. Oh, also this is their ping. If you have ping times enabled, you can see their ping. Kind of handy. So, oh, and also this number by the name is their bounty, which again, that was in the upper right, and that shows roughly how much they're worth. You have larger bounty by picking up greens and making kills. So, yeah, gives you a rough idea of how good they are. I'm sure I missed probably at least 12 things, but this is a basic starting guide to Continuum here. I hope that this has been a little bit useful to you. If you have any questions, any problems, contact a moderator, again with the question help command in Trench Wars, maybe a few other zones. Talk to people in public chat. I need help. People will help you. Everyone wants you to succeed here. Yeah. If you want to get into the competitive element, there's a lot of leagues set up in various zones, so a lot of squads will want to recruit you. They'll be glad to train you. They'll help you get good, my friend. So yeah. Talk to people, give it a shot, see how they can help you. You'd be really surprised. People in this community will bend over backward to try to recruit new players. So yeah. Hope that's been useful to you, and that is all. So I will see you in game. Hopefully, hopefully soon. All right, enjoy it.